Hey guys, Ray and Andrew here. Today we want to talk about buy-sell agreements and succession planning. So Ray, what can you tell us about it?
So when we talk about succession planning actually covers a lot of topics, right? But basically what that is what happens to the business whenever a key owner wants to either leave, the key owner passes away, or if a key owner just wants to exit the business. What happens to the business? Who is going to take it over? How are operations going to continue? And how is the business valued?
Gotcha. So what's like the best tool to use to get that in place?
So one of the things that is used in succession planning are what's called buy-sell agreements, right? And what a buy-sell agreement does is it puts down on paper an agreement of who is going to take over the business afterwards, who's going to buy it, however you want to structure that, who is going to take over that business should that key employee decide to either retire, whether that key employee passes away or decides to just leave the business. Not only who's going to take it over, but also how operations are going to continue, and also puts how it's going to be valued, which is very important. Let's say, for example, you and your brother, right, start an HVAC business and things are going great. The business is thriving. Everything is awesome. You're doing the work. Your brother's doing the work. It's a great partnership. So let's say something catastrophic happens and your brother horribly just passes away. Really horrible event, right? He passes away. What happens? Well, your brother was married, right? So all of a sudden, his wife potentially becomes your partner, and you may not get along with his wife. She probably doesn't know anything about HVAC. So now all of a sudden, you're in partnership with his wife. Now, without a buy-sell agreement or something like that in place that discusses it and talks about it, let me tell you where this ends up. It ends up in court, right? So if you're trying to buy out the wife, or she's trying to get rid of you, or you just want out of that business, you end up getting attorneys and fighting it out. These buy-sell agreements, if you have those in place, it eliminates almost all of that, right? Because it's predetermined. It talks about exactly what would happen in case an owner passes away, the value of the business when the owner passes away, how to value it, and basically it gives you a roadmap on what will happen, and it really keeps people from having these arguments, and it's a great planning tool.
It's definitely something all small business owners, multi-owners should have. And,
absolutely, especially if you're a multi-owner. If it's just you, right, it's not that big a deal, right? Unless if you're like looking to retire and you're looking for somebody within the business to take over for you. It's really good for that, but especially if you have multi-owner. If you have multi-owner businesses, partnerships, S Corps, you want these in place from the get-go. While everybody is still friends, everybody still gets along, and everybody's in agreement. Get these things in place. That way there's no argument when something happens.
Yeah, it's one of those things we talk to small business owners all the time, and you're going into a business, starting a business, you never think that there's going to be a disagreement between the partners that causes a split or a passing away of a partner. You always think it's not going to happen to you, but we see it a lot, and we see it happen, and it's definitely something to have on the front end.
Absolutely. So, you really need an attorney to help you put those things in place. If you don't have a good business attorney that you can trust to talk to, give us a call and we can point you in the right direction. And we can also give you some ideas on succession planning.
Great. Yeah, awesome. Thanks for going through buy-sell agreements and succession planning with us, Ray.
Absolutely.